Good morning, everybody. This is Shanker, Saturday, 20th of May 2023. This is once again my idea of telling the basics of astrology. Certain things we don't see. We talk, we don't know the basics, and we talk about astrology. Third house, we say it's for valor, it's for brothers, sisters, without understanding. The third house has a lot of things which we do not know. So I was talking about houses in this series of houses. As far as third house is concerned, a powerful planet here is Mars. And remember, when Mars is one thing which I would like, I'm not talking, but whenever you have Mercury in the third house, it's not very good, because Mercury governs your sister, your daughter, and your father's sisters. It becomes bad for them. They'll have some problems, but it will depend on the individual horoscopes. Also, it will not give you. Mercury deals with finance, it deals with money, it deals with the intellect, the power to take decisions, how to talk at the right place, earning through talking, making good value through talking. So these things get affected whenever Mercury is in the third house. Mars being in the third house is very good. What does third house depict about? Now, third house is about what is the responsibilities you have in life. It is the house which depicts responsibilities which you have in your life, which you have to do. It is a house which depicts about your strength. Strength doesn't mean you can go and bash somebody. It depends on your strength, your moral strength, your words, your actions, and so on and so forth. Those are things. One more most important thing is it is a house which tells how much is your inside courage to go and help others. So that way it is important. This is a very important house for doing work, especially when you have the quotient of enthusiasm. I always believe that 90% of the work can be resolved if we have enthusiasm. So 90% of the jobs can be done if you have the right type of enthusiasm. So this is the house which tells about the enthusiasm of a person, and thus also talks about the sisters. It talks about your success, which you get. It is also a house of what are the luxuries you have inside your house. Strong third house would mean you'll have luxury inside your house, and you'll be able to enjoy the luxuries of the house. It is also a house which shows you how you look at things, your view on things, and how you look at others. Everybody has a way of looking at others, and that way of looking at others gives you a lot of, sometimes always gives you a kind of the way you look at others also sometimes makes them comfortable. It can intimidate, it can be arrogant. So the way you look at others is what the third house represents. About the ups and downs of life are also depicted by the third house. So if you want to see the ups and downs of life, you have to look at the third house. And it is a very important horoscope for the, arms and ammunitions which you will tend to have. If a very third house is strong, either you will be dealing with arms and ammunition, you could be a police person, or you will have a tendency to keep arms at your house and have them and use them. You have a liking for arms and ammunition. So it has a very close connection with arms and ammunition. It is also a house which tells you about the expenses. It's not only the 12th house, it's also the third house. It tells you about the expenses which you can do on others, or in the heart you have to do the expenses. It talks about the heart you have. It may not be the final expenses, but the want, the desire to help others, to make expenditures, to do things. It's all about the third house. It also, to a great extent, tells you about what will be the status of your friends. It also is also a very important house to see the status of your brother. If you have a Mars in third house, then you will have a brother who is well off and will be doing well in life. So that is what which is important. So the role of third house is in a gamut of activities which we should understand. The direction which third house represents is the south. So if you have good planets in the third house, and even if you have your house opening in the south, it's not a bad decision to have. But this is very generic in nature, and therefore I mean, understand third house in these perspectives, and the perspective of you know it, what happens if Mercury is there, what happens. It's about hope, it's about enthusiasm, it's about your brothers, it's about your keeping arms, it's about your luxuries, it's about your expenses, it's about your friends, it's about how you look at others, it's your heart, it's your love for love for weapons. Maybe you carry a weapon also, and it's about your brother. So it's all these things that you have to look at the third house, and then we'll come to predictive astrology as to how this third house can be analyzed. But first, remember that the third house does talk about so many things, and this is the basic which you should know. So with this, me, Shanker, Adawal, sign out. You want to know about me? Go to my website, shankerstudy.com. Do subscribe to my channel, even if we are already busy people. We don't even look at the video, hear the video for 2 minutes. But yes, if you like it for the 2 minutes or for 30 seconds or 40 seconds, do subscribe to my channel. That makes you feel good. That's about it. Anything you would write to me, connect to me on matters of astrology which are if you want to discuss, not that you want to learn astrology. I keep on getting thousands of mails that I want to learn astrology, or some question they will see in their horoscope and put it without understanding the other aspects of it and thinking that they're going to have a bad time. So please don't indulge in those things with astrology. Astrology is a very comprehensive thing where a thing has to be looked 1 degree by 1 degree. If you look at a horoscope very carefully, you have to look at it from 360 different angles, which none of us can, neither do I. So it gives you a broad trend of your life. Again, I repeat, destiny can never be changed. Kal hoga, and it is going to happen. It is only thing is that you can, when the time is rough, be slow. When the time is good, run fast, and that is what we all astrologers should do. That it is also, astrology can also be a good method to counsel people who are into issues with respect to the moon, the mind. That is one place where counseling does make an effect, because 40%, 30 to 40% is what you can do, and 60 to 70% is the prarabdha you have, and with the energy you have been born into life, which depends upon your karmas of the past. But be sure, destiny cannot be changed, even though I keep on talking about astrology. Yes, it gives you, it forewarns you, so that you can be a little slow. That's about all. Don't defy it, because people say that everybody has a different destiny, but things are going to happen. But if you look at the patterns of life, I have come across 25 people who have come to issues because of a lady. So the result has been the same. They have got destroyed and they have landed to the police station. In some case, it was the man after the woman. In the other case, it was the woman who was after the man. It was the woman who was very intelligent, did things to get into the grave. It was a man who was sometimes very intelligent to get the woman into his grave for some selfish idea, and then took advantage of it. So the circumstances, the way the whole events pan out could be the same, but the end result in most of the cases I've seen landing to the police station and getting relieved or not getting relieved, but a change in the life of the person by 360 degrees. It goes back. So it could be the thing is man, woman, and their relationships, their thought process, their way to do it, the actions, the reactions, etc. Maybe multiple billions of things can happen, but the end result I've seen was the same. So we should always we should always understand that there are patterns which work, and there are patterns which work in the cosmos, in the consciousness. It is these patterns that you should unfold, which we try to unfold, which I try to learn to unfold them, and that is my desire. Though I am not even 0.0001% of understanding that, but yes, this is a point I leave for you for thought. Before you condemn and criticize any science, anything, or anybody. Yes, a lot has been lost in astrology, but remember, it is there. We are all energies. We are all a light. And that light finishes. That light wanes off, and when that light goes off, you have to take another birth and restart things again. In this thing, your karma makes you to be born at a place, in a womb, depending upon what you have done. So at a place where what you have done, and then you progress in life. So that is what is my understanding of by reading a lot of books on philosophy, and we can talk about it later. Religion. Tomorrow I'll talk about religion a little bit. Religion is a way of life. Religion in India, in our country, it is not religion, quote as religion, that you just pray to a god. It's a way of life and a way to live life in a way which is which gives you strength. That we can talk sometimes else. Thanks. A long video, and I'm sure none of you would go to the end, but if you have gone to the end, thanks a lot, and bye for today.